Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we have uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis things of mail to open today. So without further ado, let's get opening up. Some deck cores I'm hoping to finish here soon for decks that I want to build for you guys. And I want to build for myself. And thank you to my Patreon supporters out there. Without you guys, I could not help to build these decks. So the first one we have here is something based off I just picked a couple of these cards up with my own money because I think that it's just a good value, and they're always a good deck out there. Like if Mythical Beast ever got reprinted, I may play these in Mythical Beast or other decks out there, and I don't even actually have a playset of them. I have one of the commons I got as a structure deck back in the day, but I got 3 Magical Citadel of Endymion Secret Rare out of the recent set that came out. Out of the, I forget the recent set that just got released with the Brandish and whatnot. But I just picked three of those up. I picked up some more Foolish Burial Belongings because there's always decks that I'm using them in. And they're super cheap right now. It's a very good card that I can use in multiple different decks. Same thing goes with Drowning Meteor Force. I just picked up other copies for my Yusenju deck. It's cheap right now, very accessible. Might as well get it so I don't have to keep swapping copies out of one deck into another. When things get reprinted, I like doing that from time to time to save on money. Next up we have a card because I gave back my Dino Mist stuff. Not Dino Mist, oh my gosh. The True Draco stuff back to my friend. So I picked up a couple of other stuff. Even though it's banned, I picked it up for the future. In case it ever does come back. So like Dino Mist True Draco Fighter. I know it's at one of. I got 3 copies because one day it's very possible that this will come back to 3 of. And I will already have my 3rd copy. It's super cheap right now. It cost me $1. Same thing goes with True Drake Masterpiece. Yes, it is banned. But you know for a fact that one day, maybe 3-4 years from now, this could come back to 2 or 3 of. Perhaps. And so when that day does come, so that I wanted to be prepared for that. So what? I spent $3. Like I think these were $2 masterpieces were, and I'm like, an investment for the future. Sure, I will definitely take that. I don't think they're first ed, but still. Oh, actually, they are first ed. So that works out very well for me because you know one day it will get put back to some number. It could be years from now, but I want to play it in Ubel, and that's the best way to run Ubel. Next we have one Raphael. I needed one more for my for hire deck. Then we got 3 super rare Toon Table of Contents I picked up. I love this card as a super. It's going to go in my Toon deck, and then I'm going to use the other ones for Brandish. That's most likely the thing. And 2 Sky Striker, also known as Brandish. I always call them Brandish because I like that name for some better reason, but 2 more Ray I need it for my Sky Striker deck. We are actually building the deck now because I bit the bullet and I brought the cards for cheaper though. So pretty much I'm building Ubel deck, waiting for the things to come out, and there'll probably be a Ubel update in the future, probably next month. Now that the stuff is a lot more cheaper. But as you see here, we got 3 True Draco Heritage, just basic stuff. True Draco engine I'm picking up. Everything but the diagrams, which is a little bit expensive and we already know is going to get reprinted. So I'm saving money on that, but picking up everything else because. Okay, so this I picked up because I just wanted a nice looking card. And number 2, it wasn't for the nice looking card. There was another card I wanted. So Iris the Earth Mother. I just picked this up because I like collecting ulti rares when I come across them because they just look really nice, and I saw this one, I was like, ooh, super nice. So I picked it up for myself, but the card I was picking up was just in case I wanted to run it in the deck as a one of things like Vampire Kingdom, because for my Vampire deck, I've been testing it out. I'm kind of iffy on it, but it is a nice card just to have as a one of in the deck along with a Terraforming. But we'll have to see. And so I got an ulti rare and a super rare I may use for the deck. But like I said, from testing online, I'm playing the deck so many different ways, the Vampire deck. I'm trying to come to a consensus of how I'm going to play the deck. Because there's multiple different ways that you could play the deck. But yeah, that's the reason I built that. I got that stuff. Next up, we have the last of the Mohicans, as I call them. The last one. Is this the last card? I'm just going to leave it in here then. We have the third masterpiece. May he rest in peace. I know you probably are saying, Seto, why are you picking up a banned card? Because A, I like the deck. B, you know for a fact, guys, and you know this for a fact. People said Gateway was never going to come back. It came back eventually. Yeah, it was at 1F forever that got banned, then came back again. But cards, even that are on the list to this day, you know they're going to come back. People said Dragoons was never going to go back to 3F. Dragoons went back to 3F. Masterpiece maybe not as good as Dragoons, but there's a very strong possibility that one day this card will go back to 1F. Or multiple eventually. You never know. And I always want to be prepared for that and putting a couple of dollars aside. You know, I spent, what, on the banned cards? I spent $4, $5 for an investment. I'll take that investment because you know it's going to at least double eventually one day, because it's probably not going to get reprinted in the Megatins. It's going to just be, you know, never get a printing until, you know, it comes off the ban list eventually. And their first ed, you do the math. Sorry about the dog. But till next time, guys, I'll see you. Take care, everybody. Sorry about the dog.